Because it's the Black Nerd Convention. Black nerd. I'm black.
What's up, everybody? This is Q. I'm here with Atanwa Kwani. Got it?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. You might know him as young T'Challa from Black Panther. Also, he was in Wild at Heart. I got a couple questions for you. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
What got you into acting?
I grew up in a household where the arts was celebrated. My father's an actor, who also plays the older King T'Chaka. So I grew up watching a lot of his productions, a lot of his theater shows, being taken to shows that he wanted to see, how he used art as a tool for the liberation of a country that was under apartheid at the time. So seeing him do that and having so much fulfillment from that, you know, gave me a sense of what the arts is and how it can be used in a positive manner. So that kind of influence just drew me closer and closer to it, and of course I had to study more of it and see if I really want to do it, because anyone can wake up and say, I want to be an actor today, but that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
So unless you got to go and actively dedicate your life to it, study it, and try and hone your craft in many different ways, man. So it's just the need for change.
Gotcha.
The need for change, and see how art can be used as a tool.
Gotcha. How was it to step back into the role of Black Panther for What If series?
It was, because there was a little bit of time between the two, and the impact of Black Panther, the first one, was so grand, and I had to recall the intensity with which I performed that character, you know what I'm saying? Because it was in the beginning, it was setting the tone for the whole film, but it was intense. You know, this King T'Chaka walks in. This is the first Black Panther we see in the film.
Yes.
So to bring that back, it was kind of daunting, man. And also, like, the first one, Chadwick had done it, and he passed away. So it kind of felt like there was a little bit of weight to my shoulders. But also enjoyable, because I get to be a cartoon and animation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That was fun, and you know, and I'm talking to all the other Avengers. It's kind of cool that we can all be in the same kind of world together. But it's it was a little daunting. It was a little scary, man. I was so nervous, bro. I was really nervous, but that just means that I care a lot. But
Yeah. If you're nervous, it means you want to be the best you can be with it.
yeah, of course. So it was a trip, but it was an enjoyable trip. You know, trying to find the matches. You know, because I was trying to figure out, like, what voice did I do? Like, how deep was the voice? Or how's the measurement of, you know, the cadence? Or how fast was I speaking? So I had to go re-watch, you know, the movie to be like, okay, and start to match it up. It was a cool process, man. I liked it.
Okay. But what's the biggest challenge you have had as an actor?
Every role.
Every role.
Every single role. Because a role is not just a role. You don't just rock up and be like, now I'm acting. You know, there's a lot of preparation that needs to be done for every role. And the more you do in this industry, the more you know how to do, so the more intense things get. Like your process, you start with for a process in theater is like a 30-minute warm-up. By the time that you're a veteran actor, it's going to be like maybe 45-minute warm-up. It doesn't mean it gets easier.
Yeah.
So every character, I learned so much from every character, because I do a lot of excavation, a lot of research, a lot of preparation. And I acquire the tools through that process, and then the next character, I use all those tools and more, and then it just goes on in that way, just increasing incrementally.
That's good. You have any advice for people who get in the industry?
Study. If you want to spend the rest of your life doing this, make sure you know how to back up what you're doing. Make sure you know how to research in a proper way that is conducive and not a waste of time. Make sure you study the practitioners that, you know, taught different styles of acting. Make sure you know how to breathe. People take breathing for granted. Make sure you know how to camera work, like the eye line, or, you know, finding your mark, or different things. So, you know, the swiftness with which you do your stuff. Just study. And it's not necessarily like going to a huge, expensive school. Of course, those exist. If you have the means, do that. But it's going to workshops, to master classes. It's going to see movies, theater shows. It's going to just, I say to people, if you're not absolutely obsessed with what you do with the arts, then you're probably not in the right space. But you got to be obsessed with it.
because you know every aspect of it.
Right, absolutely.
Because like you said with acting, you also work by camera.
Yes.
Because you can act, but you don't know how to work on a camera.
That's the thing, and there's a different types of acting, and there's different styles of performance. So you could do theater, then you go to camera, and it's too big. So you need to learn how to bring that all in and just use the thought. But that's training. That's not just you could wing it if you want. But it's just going to take. It's going to be frustrating.
Exactly.
And you're going to lose your confidence. So that's why I'm saying, like, you prepare yourself for these huge events. You know what I'm saying? I always say, rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener at war. It just means just prep.
Yes.
Prep yourself for anything that might happen.
Yep. Anything that you want to promote or you want to say to end this off?
Just social media, man. I'm all platforms. Is my name and last name, Atandwakani. That's ATANDWAKANI.
All right. Thank y'all for watching, and thank you for a quick interview as well. All right. Oh, also, this is actually this is your first Comic-Con.
This is my first convention.
Yes.
And I had to choose BlerdCon because it's the Black Nerd Convention. Black Nerd. I'm black.